So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. Okay, all of us want to run successful companies. Okay, every one of us wants to run a successful company. What does that mean? What is a successful company? Okay, there's many definitions of that. Some people are happy with running a company that makes $100,000 a year. Great. It's not that hard to take that company though from $100,000 a year to 2 or 3 million a year. Okay, it's not that hard. It's just you have to know and understand the factors to get you there. Okay, that's the simplicity of this. Okay, so when we talk about the first thing here, we really want to focus on three things: strategic, tactical, and operational. Okay, those are the three things we're going to focus on. A CEO focuses on strategic operations. Okay, your maybe executives, so on and so forth. Maybe you have executive administrators, you have maybe virtual assistants, whatever the case may be. They focus on tactical. You have a COO, maybe, or maybe that's you right now, that focuses on the operational side of the company. But these are three very different branches of a company. Okay. Now, does a CEO, president, owner, member, whatever you want to call it, do they do tactical things? Of course they do. We all do. But it's about minimization of certain tactical things that many of you are doing right now that you should not be. Most of you have heard the term working on the business, okay, or working in it instead of on it. Okay, most people have heard that, right? That's true for probably most of us. At some point in time, we spend a lot of time, working in the wrong way, not strategically. Okay, and the strategic plan is the most important thing. Okay, first quarter, that's the hustle. That is the time you set up second, third, and fourth quarter for their biggest bangs right now. Okay. In my own personal company, first quarter is my hardest time of the year that I work really hard, because come third quarter, I take a month off and go on vacation. That's the way I like to do it. You work hard first quarter, it sets your entire year up for the success it needs to have. Okay. All right. So let's talk about some of this is clarity in what these mean. Okay. So what is a tactical function? A tactical function, very simply put, could be something like handling the manufacturing of a product. Okay. It could be the fulfillment process. It could be training. It could be training your staff. Could be, the support functions in your business. It could be, the administrative side of your business. Okay. Who here, the first thing when they get up in the morning they do is they go check their email? That's a lot of people, right? Check their email. What is that? That's an admin function. Stop it. Stop doing that. Okay. That's not productive. The best time for you to check your email is before COB. Okay. Or somewhere towards the end of the day. Stay away from it. Get off the social media, all that stuff. Your most productive moments are going to be in the first part of the day. When you wake up, have that cup of coffee, you're charged, you're ready to go. Your brain is functioning at its highest capacity at that point. Don't waste it here. Okay. Don't waste it here. Waste it here. Okay. That's where you want to waste it. Strategic. And that's not a waste then. Because now we get into strategic. That's future planning, innovations, the who, what, when, where, why. Okay. Avatar creation. If you do not know who this is, you are cheating your company. Okay. You should know what they eat for breakfast. Your avatar. Your client profile. And when you see the client profile that I've created for my own company, you're going to go, holy crap, that is amazing, right? You'll look at that and be like, wow, how can I create that myself? Share it with you. That way you can just fill in the blanks, okay? And that will help you identify who that is for you, who that is for your product, who that is for your company, your service, whatever it is your company does, okay? Hugely important. So you need to be operating here in this strategic level, okay, period, all right? And once you have this locked down, I mean, my own clients that I work with, some Fortune 1000, Fortune 500 companies that I work with, they can't get this right. They can't get that simple thing right. Who is my ideal client? Okay, you have to know that. Otherwise, what are you trying to sell? You can't sell something to, don't go to a broad market, go to a narrow market that you can make tons and tons and tons of money off of. Okay, so avatar creation is really key. Now we get to operational. Okay, operational, worst job in any company, horrible. Okay, it is the most leaned on position in the company is your COO. All right, that is that's the dirty job. Okay, it's the dirty job. The CEO gets to like vomit everything to that COO to implement that. Okay, that's the get it done implementation person. Some of you are that. You're the CEO, you're the COO, and you're the executive assistant. Okay, some of you probably are doing that. Okay, and make the investment to split this out and split away from it. Okay, if your company's doing well, if you're doing a couple $100,000 a year at least, or even $100,000 a year, invest in setting your company up correctly now, because it'll be very painful later. Okay, so operations, it's a key piece. They are the staff driver. I like to call them the company hammer. Okay, my COO is a direct reflection of me. It's like my hammer, right? A hammer, sometimes hard, sometimes soft. Okay, but they're going to drive your company from many, many different directions. Okay, so it's very important that these positions are segregated. Okay, and if you're doing them all yourself right now, okay, if your company is in enough health right now, okay, it's very easy. These can be virtual assistants, right? Okay, we can all afford them. They're pretty cheap. These are pretty cheap to hire virtual assistants. Okay, a COO is another story, but there's oftentimes I'm a huge fan of it's the model called rocket fuel. Okay, and it's more the visionary / integrator. Okay, a visionary really is a CEO, and the integrator would be the COO. Okay, but it's a much different relationship. Okay, from integration to visionary, because a visionary truly sits from a 30,000 foot platform and has the visions for the company, gives them to the integrator, the COO, to execute. We move from here. Okay, self-directed leadership. What is that? What does that even mean? What is self-directed leadership? Okay, you're the guide. You run the ship. You're the North Star, right, for your company. You run that ship. There's nobody in charge of you. Okay, so self-directed leadership is huge from that standpoint. Okay, I spent a huge part of my life in the military, and self-directed leadership is a very big thing at certain levels. Okay, and you have to get this right. If you're an owner-controlled company, like I assume most of you are, all owner-controlled, you don't have a board pulling the strings behind you. If you're an owner-controlled company, there's nobody there to lead you. Okay, you have to lead your company. That requires self-directed leadership. Okay, I'm not going to go on a rant and rave about leadership. However, it's key and important. 3 things that you remember: firm, fair, and consistent. If you do those 3 things from your seat, you be firm, fair, and consistent with your staff, with your secondary pieces here. If you do those 3 things, you will be an absolute success from your chair as the CEO, president, whatever it is. Okay, so be firm, fair, and consistent all the time. Okay, here I'll write those down: firm, fair, consistent. All right. Okay. All right. So that's my, I won't get up on my like military soapbox of leadership. Okay. Just be those three things and that will get you a long, long ways.